Spartacus, the original. I'm not like other gladiators guy. The man who turned "I hate my job" into a full-blown revolution. You may know him as the fearless leader of the most chaotic slave uprising Rome had ever seen. But did you know he also forced the Roman Senate into a full-on panic attack? Buckle up, because today we're diving into the ridiculous, blood-soaked, and surprisingly tragic life of Spartacus. And trust me, you'll want to stick around until the end, because the way Rome finally dealt with him, absolutely insane. Let's see the daily life of the gladiators. The gladiator's fun and totally a safe job. Ah, the life of a gladiator. Wake up at dawn, eat whatever questionable gruel your trainer throws at you, and then, just spend your day dodging swords, hoping not to get impaled for the entertainment of a bunch of toga-wearing elites. Dream job. Now let's go with the sweet escape of Spartacus had decided. He's had enough. One day Spartacus woke up and said, "You know what? No thanks." So along with 70 of his gladiator buddies, he pulled off the ancient version of Prison Break, except instead of tunnels, they just beat their guards to death, stole weapons, and ran off into the mountains. Rome obviously was thrilled about this, and here's where things get wild, because not only does Spartacus escape, but he somehow turns this into the most embarrassing military disaster for Rome ever. So, how Spartacus accidentally became a war general? Congratulations, Spartacus. You're now the reluctant leader of a full-blown rebellion. Thousands of slaves, farmers, and ex-gladiators start flocking to you, because apparently you're really good at not dying. Before you know it, you've built an army that makes Rome nervous enough to start sweating under their togas. And just wait, because by the time we get to the final battle, Rome is desperate. Crazy, right? Jump to battles. Rome gets repeatedly embarrassed. Rome sends an army. Spartacus destroys it. Rome sends another army. Spartacus destroys that one too. At this point, Rome starts realizing that maybe, just maybe underestimating an angry ex-gladiator wasn't their smartest move. But just when Spartacus is on top of the world, Rome finally stops messing around. And the ending? You won't believe what they did to send a message. Let's see what happens then when Rome finally takes things seriously. Unfortunately for Spartacus, Rome eventually stops treating this like a minor inconvenience and brings out the big guns, aka Crassus, the richest man in Rome, who basically had the power of infinite money. Not great. And this is where things start to spiral, because in just a few minutes, we're going to reveal the shocking, brutal way Rome made sure this rebellion never happened again. End of this madness. In a brutal final showdown, Spartacus and his army fight like absolute legends. But, well, numbers win. After an extremely violent battle, Spartacus goes down swinging. Rome, being the drama queens they are, crucifies 6,000 of his followers along the road to Rome, just to make a point. Subtle, and if you think that's the most dramatic thing Rome ever did, you are so wrong. And that, my friends, is how one dude with an attitude problem nearly flipped the Roman Empire upside down. Spartacus became a legend, not just because he rebelled, but because he fought for freedom in a world that didn't even know what that meant. And if you stuck around until the end, congratulations. You now know more about Spartacus than half of Rome's senators did at the time. If you like this chaotic dive into history, hit that like button, subscribe to your warrior brother Warrior Wyborn, and comment below which ancient rebel I should cover next. See you in the next rebellion.